Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Balaji. I will be surgeon at terms of today's meeting. Before starting the meeting, I like to mention 3 ground rules of today's Toastmaster meeting. As a Toastmaster, we don't talk about sex, religion, politics, so please refrain from discussing these topics. Please turn off your mobile phone and put them in silent mode. Please do not cross talk. The mission of the Toastmaster Club is to provide you a supportive and positive learning in which members are empowered to develop communication, leadership, and resulting in self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I am like to introduce Presiding Officer for today's meeting. He is a classical acupuncturist by profession, living in Salayur. Please welcome Mr. Toastmaster Pramodh.
Thank you, Sergeant for setting up the stage. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
With the sound of the gavel, I declare meeting 844 open. I would like to welcome and recognize the dignitaries present today, starting with Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham, past PR Manager of District 82. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman C. Toastmaster Praveena, Area Director. Our immediate past President, Toastmaster Anuradha. Now, I would like to ask if any guests who are here for the first time. Guest Arvind, could you please have your introduction? Few words of introduction.
Hi, good morning, Toastmaster and distinguished guests. I'm Arvind. I'm coming here as a guest for first time. I'm already a member of Whitefield Toastmaster clubs here. And why I come here, as I'm from Chennai, I wanted to explore a club nearby I didn't know earlier. And when I looked at Instagram, like Medley Club is a club where the leaders will go and communication is more. The main aim, like for me to join the Toastmaster is that like I want to improve my leadership and communication skill and want to be more confident in front of all these people.
I thought I'd called Arvind as Toastmaster by accident. Happy coincidences. Before we begin today's meeting, I would like to give a short story. Can anyone please tell me what day is today? Apart from besides the Toastmaster today. Can anyone please tell me what day is today?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday. I will agree.
Book lovers.
Book lovers, possibly. Raksha Bandhan. Yes, that is what I was expecting. Yes, Abirami as well. But I was expecting Raksha Bandhan because only that will take my story forward. Imagine you're a soldier stationed at the border, far away from home, no family nearby, only the harsh landscape. In Varanasi, at Banaras Hindu University's Integrated Rural Development Center, a group of women trainees learned sewing and embroidery to build a livelihood and took some time to handcraft hundreds of beautiful Rakhis. Each Rakhi was made with care, packed with gratitude, and sent to the soldiers guarding at the borders. They didn't know their names, they had never met them. They wanted them to feel remembered, valued, and cherished. Traditionally, Raksha Bandhan celebrates the bond between a brother and a sister. However, these women have reminded the world that brotherhood is not defined by blood. It is defined by care. It is defined by choosing to stand by someone and to remind them that they are not alone. Toastmasters is a fraternity where we care for one another and support each other in various ways. And at Medley, we are not just a club, we are an extended family. Now, I would like to introduce a Toastmaster, the Toastmaster of the day, who is going to carry this meeting forward. He hails from Kerala and has been in Chennai for the last 12 years. It's longer than I have been. He works at an asset management company. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sajeev.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear friends. 2 weeks back, I was discussing with Toastmaster Pramodh on the theme which I need to select. He suggested, Sajeev, why don't you go with Raksha Bandhan? To be honest, I felt relieved because I don't need to brainstorm on the theme. At the same time, I was thoughtful. I thought, is it appropriate to bring Raksha Bandhan to a Toastmaster meeting? But he was very confident. He told Sajeev, it's Raksha Bandhan, it's not about any religion. It's a celebration, it's a bond between brothers and sisters. Friends, that's when I started reading about this tradition. During my childhood, I still remember, we used to tie Rakhi to friends during this festival. That time it was about collecting the colorful Rakhi and showing off to my friends next day to school. And there are different interesting stories and interpretations about this tradition. The most relevant one, the famous one, is from Mahabharata. During a war, Krishna's wrist got hurt and Draupadi tied a strip of her sari around his wound to stop the bleeding. And in return, Krishna promised that he will protect her forever. It's interesting, right? So Raksha Bandhan, it's a promise. It symbolizes a promise that sisters will pray for brothers and brothers will protect their sisters. But broadly, it's about the love, the unity, the support, the values as Toastmasters we deeply cherish. I have a younger brother, and most of the childhood memories with him, it's about fighting, it's about blaming, and it's about competing for silly things. Now we live in different cities and we don't talk daily to each other. But whenever we meet, whenever I see him, there is no overwhelming happiness I will feel, and which I cannot match with anyone. For me, that's the essence of siblinghood. We'll hear more stories, more experiences from our speakers as we move on. Now, for the interest of guests, I don't think we have any guests today. He's already a Toastmaster. Like, all right, yeah. So Toastmaster, let me explain the structure of a Toastmaster meeting. Toastmaster has 3 segments. Part 1, the prepared speeches, where our members will deliver their speeches according to the pathway. If you are wondering what is a pathway, you can connect with Toastmaster Pramodh after the meeting. He is the Vice President of Education. And today we have a special session on the evaluation also. It's called educational session. Part 2, table topics, where members and guests will get an opportunity to deliver the impromptu speeches. And the final segment is evaluation, where that's one of the most important segment for the Toastmaster. That's how we learn and grow. Hence, we have a dedicated team for evaluation. And today it's led by a person called General Evaluator. Today's General Evaluator is Toastmaster Jayashri. To give an introduction about Toastmaster Jayashri, she's a senior product manager at a Fortune 50 company, a seasoned Toastmaster, and a division level contest podium finisher in ISC table topics and evaluation contest. As a former PPR of Medley Toastmaster Club, she grew their social media reach by 40% and won numerous accolades, including the High Performance Leader, Pathway Celebrity, and Triple Crown Award. I welcome our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Jayashri.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Since today is all about celebrating siblinghood, I want to put forward my roles and responsibilities as general evaluator in family terms. In every family function, or typically in a family, there will be an elder sibling who observes keenly what's happening with the elder siblings, what she does, what he does, what went well, what didn't really go well, and probably at the end of the function, or probably before the next function, he or she guides the next set of people on how to do what to do, right? So today this role of general evaluator is also like that. I'll be observing what is happening in this meeting, right? Before the meeting, during the meeting, and after the meeting, and present what we could do together as a group and how do we improve this club overall. To do this, I'm not going to do this all alone. I have 2 sets of team. First one takes care of quantitative aspect of evaluation. They're called the tag team, timer, accounter, and the grammarian. The second set is a qualitative aspect. They evaluate the speeches, and they are called the evaluators for the prepared speeches. I will introduce them a little later. Now to introduce the first set of team, timer, accounter, and grammarian, let's go one by one. The timer for today is performed by an IT professional who joined Medley in January 2025. When I started interacting with him, I got to know that he has multiple phases. He's a marathon runner, a yoga practitioner who never skips yoga in a week, at least 5 days in a week, and he does it for almost now 3 to 4 years. And he's been one of the regular members who attends the meetings in Medley. Put your hands together to welcome the timer for today, Toastmaster Ramya.
Time is slow when you wait. Time is fast when you late. Time is deadly when you are sad. Time is short when you are happy. Time is endless when you are in pain. Time is long when you feel bored. So every time is determined by your feelings and your psychological conditions, and not by clocks. So have a nice time always. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Annamalai. So today I got an opportunity to play the most precious and the valuable thing in this world, which is nothing but a time and timer of the day. So today, as per the agenda, we have got the table topics, and the prepared speeches, evaluation. In addition to that, we have the educational sessions on that. So I have got 3 cards. So where I'll be showing each cards. So whenever there is a time arrives of for each speeches. For table topics, so we have 2 minutes overall. So when the speaker reaches 1 minute, I will show the green card. So when the speaker reaches 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow card. And for 2 minutes, I will show red card. And for the prepared speeches, so we have we don't have an icebreaker today, so we have only the prepared speeches, so which is the maximum time of 7 minutes. For the 7 minutes, for the first 5 minutes, I will show the green card. So when they reach the 6 minutes, I will show yellow card. And when they reach 7 minutes, I will show red card. And finally, the evaluations. So we have the time limit, so up to 3 minutes maximum. At 2 minutes, I will show green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will show red card. So finally, we have got a educational session, so which is totally we have 30 minutes. So initially for the 20 minutes, I will show the green card. 25 minutes, I will show yellow card. And when it reaches 30 minutes, I will show red card. So for all these speeches, we have the grace period of 30 seconds. So I wish all the speakers all the very best for their day. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Raja Annamalai. The next person to come on stage is the R counter for today. When I went through her introduction, I found a lot of things common between both of us. First one, she is also a music lover. Number 2, she loves to drive bikes, geared ones. I think I wish to have some conversation with her outside. And 3, she also likes to keep her occupied, keep her busy with the things in work or spending time with her daughter or with family members, just like I would love to do. So without further ado, I would love to invite Toastmaster Ramya P to be the R counter for today's meeting.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I am going to play my first role as a R counter. The purpose of the R counter role is to note down the overused words such as called as a past fillers by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will be listen to the overused word, including and, but, well, so, and you know. I will also listen to the filler sounds, including I will also note down when the speaker repeat the words or phrase such as I, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Jayashri.
Up next in the tag team is the grammarian for today's meeting, played by again one of the rulers of Medley, Balaji N. He's a IT professional. He did his engineering, then did his MBA. Currently working with TVS. Outside work, he loves traveling, and he's someone who's has a very keen interest in history, a different genre which we would like to explore future in Medley concepts. Put your hands to welcome Raja M to play the grammarian for today's meeting.
Thank you, Sateesh. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I am going to play the role of grammarian. As a grammarian, I am going to pay close attention to each and everyone's speech, and I will be noting down like any improper usage of language as well as any good usage of words, sentence, sayings and quotes. As a grammarian, it's my duty to introduce word of the day, which is camaraderie. Not camaraderie, it's camaraderie, which means mutual respect and friendship between people who work in a group. The group can be a school, a home, a team, a club. Few examples of usage. The camaraderie between two batsmen led to a 100-run partnership. The camaraderie between founder and co-founder is the main reason for the company to become a billion-dollar company. I request each and every one of you to use the word of the day, and when I am called upon to give my grammarian report, I will ensure how many days word of the day has been used. All the best to everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Taste.
Thank you, Grammarian Raja. With this, we have introduced the tag team. The second set of evaluators will be introduced a little later. So, without any further delay, we can go ahead with the next set of segment, which will be led by our Toastmaster of the day. Back to you.
Thank you, G. Now we'll move to the next session. Before that, we have DTM Sateesh Kumar has reached our venue. DTM Sateesh Kumar.
Thank you.
Welcome to the session. We are eagerly waiting for your session. Let's start with the prepared speech session. So in Raksha Bandhan, every Rakhi has its own story. Just like that, every speaker today has something special to share through their speech. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Pradeep. He is working in Butterfly Appliances as a B2B head, and he has 14 years of experience in sales. He loves to travel and experience new places. When I was asking about him, about his siblinghood experience, he said he has one elder brother, and what he admires most about him, it's about his confidence and his ability to make quick and good decisions. I think he must be a Toastmaster. Before inviting him to the stage, I would request his evaluator, Toastmaster Abirami, to read the speech subject.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and their guests. Today, Toastmaster Pradeep is holding on level 1, project 4 of motivational strategies for evaluation and feedback. The purpose of this project is for the speaker to present a speech, receive a feedback, and then incorporate that feedback into a new or updated version of the speech. For this first round, Toastmaster Pradeep will deliver a 5 to 7 minute speech on a topic of his choice, demonstrating his current skills in speech structure, delivery, and audience engagement. All the very best to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abirami. I welcome Toastmaster Pradeep. Toastmaster Pradeep, courier boy to corporate boss. Courier boy to corporate boss, Toastmaster Pradeep. All the best. Thank you.
Start now. Hey, Pradeep, get up down. Police has come down. Police down. What, ma? The police, Ra. They're asking for you. I rubbed my eyes and ran towards the door. Before I could understand anything, they took me to the police station. My mom was crying. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. I lost my dad early, so after completing my 12th standard, I decided to earn some money my own. I joined a courier office as a delivery boy. The job was exciting for me. Every day morning, I used to pump my cycle tire like I'm going to launch a rocket. I entered into the office like I am the ISRO scientist. Every delivery was adventure and treasure hunt for me. Every right turn or wrong turn was new learning for me. In fact, I was assuming a commercial movie on my life. Courier boy to corporate boss, coming soon. But life had a different twist for me. One day afternoon, my manager called me. Hey Pradeep, come here. I went, I paused, I froze. I saw 2 constables standing there. They asked me, do you take care of delivery for Pudukoti areas? Yes, sir. Do you know anybody in the name of Chettiar? Chettiar? No, sir. They write it on my name and address and went off. I was totally confused. My manager explained me. Nothing, somebody went and delivered the courier to Chettiar home and they robbed it. I was like, something and no. This remained as an illusion till next day morning 4:30 when police dragged me to the police station before I could grab my sleeper. I saw my mom was crying and she decided that I am a criminal without knowing that what was a crime. Once we reached the station, constable asked me to sit. I tried to grab the chair. Constable, sit! He pointed out to the floor. I sat near the old man who was interrogated by the police inspector. So, what is your name? Where were you at 1 a.m.? Ayya, my name is Uttamanaya. I went to temple to pray. 1 a.m. you went to temple. Who prayed at late night 1 a.m.? That is also closed temple. Uttamana. This inspector started beating him. Looking at the entire scenario, I got scared. I put on the floor. Inspector, drunk da? No sir, I vomit if I get panic sir. Ayyo, take him away. They locked me in the separate room. After 20 minutes, 2 constables come inside the room, swing their hand like they are going to be part of IPN match. Then my intervention started. You take care of Pudukkotty, right? You went and delivered to Chettiar home, right? Sir, yes sir, no sir. What yes sir, no sir? Sir, I went, I know that I take care of delivery for Pudukkotty sir, but I don't know who is Chettiar sir. This is a proof. Your delivery sheet mentioned clearly, Krishnan, 1 cover delivery by you. Sir, I delivered to Krishnan sir, I don't know Chettiar sir. Entire room was silent for a while. After 3 seconds, constable, both are the same person now. Then only I realized that Chettiar is a Krishnan's surname. I admit that, yes sir, I delivered the courier sir, but still they are not believing me. Keep on interrogating me about my background. I try to explain, sir, my father was in army sir, we used to transfer different states sir, in every 2 years. I don't know Tamil sir. Don't know Tamil? Read that sentence. Sir. Tabal Torai. Tabal Torai. Hey, that is Kaval Torai. That is Ka, not Ta. This is police department, not postal department. Trust me guys, at 5:30 a.m. I was getting Tamil free tuition. That was in police station. I tried to explain them, sir, I can speak, sir, I can't read and write, sir. That whole day I was sharing my story, my first icebreaker speech. Every policeman who was coming for the duty on that day, till 6 p.m. Then my mom walks in. No, he's storming like a one woman Bahubali in the station. 14 hours to interrogate my son. What you found out? And you ask him to sit down today night also? Who is responsible for my son? I want the name, number, address, everything. That was too much for them. But the question what she asked early was valid for them. After 30-40 minutes they released me, but they asked me to come to Chettiar. No, Krishnan Chettiar's home. Next day morning I dress up in white shirt like I'm going to IT interview. Once I reached to Chettiar home, constable looking at the Chettiar's wife. Ma, he is that guy, no? Me, that old lady. Yes, he was the guy. And she took a pass without any reason. My heart shrunk. I got sweat. After 2 seconds, he came for the delivery. After him, one fellow come and we were robbed. Oof. That statement was totally released for me. Police released me from prime suspect to a spotless. I walked out from the room like a hero from a surface ad. My reputation was more brighter than my white shirt. Today, that courier boy is standing in front of you as a corporate boss. Thank you and more.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep, such an energetic speech. Even I can visualize, whatever is happening in your experience. We'll move to the next speech. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Ramya. She is a creative writer and children's story author who brings stories to life through voice and animation. She runs Savaya Innovations and Animation and E-Learning Company. She got an interesting fact with here's her brother. She has an elder brother who is quiet and polite, but he is also very playful. He loves playing pranks and doesn't even need to blame her since she is talkative and naughty. Her parents assume every mistake is hers. That's really unfair. Before inviting Toastmaster Ramya to the stage, I request DTM Thomas to read out this piece of literature.
Good afternoon. We're going to listen to Toastmaster Ramya as she gets ready to deliver her next project, which is Project 1 from Level 2, the Presentation Mastery Path. This is called Understanding Your Communication Style. The purpose of this project is for you, the speaker, to understand the communication style that you adopt and its impact on those around you. Timer time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. I welcome Toastmaster. Toastmaster Ramya, listen again. Listen again, Toastmaster Ramya. All the best.
Most of you here would have tasted jackfruit. But how many of you actually like the fruit just by looking at it before tasting it? Honestly speaking, I didn't like jackfruit when I was young. But now, I love it. And even tried different versions of it like chips and desserts. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Ramya. I will be waiting for my Kerala friends to return from their hometown. Not that I miss them, but just to grab the box of chips, Narendra and Pradeep, my favorite jackfruit chips. I'm a foodie, and I don't have to tell you that. Probably you all know just by looking at me. But when you see a jackfruit for the first time, it's different. Huge in size, rough, full of spikes, making it unappealing at the first glance. However, when you taste it, you will realize it's not only the sweetest fruits in the world, but also soft and colorful inside. Wait, let me assure, this is not about this session, not a jackfruit thesis presentation. All I want to say is, even though we hear wise sayings like, don't judge book by its cover, appearance has nothing to do with the performance. The truth is, we all judge instantly without realizing it. There is a psychological explanation for this. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman, through his book, Thinking Fast and Slow, had shown that humans think in two modes. Mode 1, fast, instinctive, emotional thinking. 2, slow, logical, and careful thinking. Our brains are wired to make quick judgments about a person's health, confidence, trustworthiness, purely based on appearance and voice, not on true understanding. What Ramya is trying to tell? Confusing, right? Let me confuse you even more with few personal scenes so that things become perfectly clear. Scene 1, school days, camera rolling. Sorry, Ramya. Sorry for what, Raji? Really sorry. I thought you were very rude and arrogant, but actually you're nice. Oh, thank you, Raji. Scene cut. Scene 2, college days. Camera rolling. Ramya, you are totally different. Prem, I don't understand what you're talking about. I thought you were unfriendly and full of attitude. But you're nice. Oh, okay. Thank you. Scene cut. Scene 3, shopping scene 2023 July. Camera rolling. I went to a shop in Nungampakkam to buy kurtas and dresses. After shopping, I decided to book a auto. There is catch an auto on the roads instead of booking a cab. I stopped a random auto. Maintain few dialogues in Tamil to retain the authenticity. Maya Pimaringla. Polam. He asked me 450 rupees. I negotiated and asked, என்னப்பா இப்படி கேக்குறீங்க ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி வரச்சே 250 ரூபாய் கொடுத்தேன் போறப்ப 300 ரூபாய் தரேன் வரீங்களா? He looked at me and asked me something. Can anyone guess what he asked me? Okay, I'll tell you. He asked, Madam, you're a police officer? I was shocked for a moment. And then I said to myself, in which angle do I even look like a police officer? And I just burst into laughter. Because of my bold voice, confidence, body language, he decided strong women must be police. So, what I have learned through this, that's what is important. Whenever I meet new people, I make sure I adjust my voice. I make sure I don't shout too much or be bold very much. And what I'm trying to tell you is, next time when you meet a person who feels like a jackfruit, rough, spiky and intimidating, don't step back. Step closer. Taste the sweetness behind the spice. When you do, you will realize it's not about listening to others. It's about listening again beyond the first impression. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramya, for the wonderful speech. I request timer to read out the qualified speaker names.
Qualified speaker, Toastmaster Pradeep, Toastmaster Ramya.
Okay. Friends, you'll be getting the link for the best speaker. Kindly vote. For the guest, you must have got voting slip. The speaker name are Toastmaster Pradeep and the second speaker is Toastmaster Ramya. Kindly vote for the best speaker. We'll move to the education session by DTM Sateesh Kumar. DTM Sateesh Kumar is an electrical engineer by education and working for a wind turbine company as a deputy director of quality and safety. He's a Toastmaster since 2011 and served all 7 ExCom roles. He's a past president of Medley and Meraki Toastmaster Club. He's also served as D82 Finance Manager and Division K President, District Divisional Director. He's a 2 times division winner in evaluation speech contest, the podium finisher in division level table topic speech contest. He's currently serving as treasurer of Meraki, the first advanced Toastmaster Club in Tamil Nadu. He is also a counselor for Medley Meeting Club since 2019. So that's a lot. We welcome Toastmaster DTM Sateesh Kumar.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon,
Medley and Son, I don't think any guests are there. Jayashri, can you help me with this? You can pass on one each, please. Okay, so you will get this little information sheet. Maybe we have 30 minutes time. You can keep listening and try to capture your thoughts on this. Maybe by around 25 minutes, the last 5 minutes of Q&A, I can correct it back and see. If not, we can use it for your upcoming discussions and understanding the interest level of the members. Okay, so we will take the next 25 minutes for this segment. So I approached the president and asked what is the level of people are they, because Medley is a very, as I know already, I'm a past member. It's a kind of a very old club and we will have a lot of experienced members. So he said there is a combination of both, new entrants, also the experienced members. So I made my slides in line with that. So maybe stop me wherever you feel like asking any questions so that we can take forward from there. Okay. So I will talk about few basics of evaluation. Then we will deep dive into the contest as a part of it, and finally some lessons learned. So that's how I'm going to space my next 30 minutes of session. This questionnaire is mainly to introspect for yourself and find out where are you and what you really want to do with this evaluation as an overall skill, I would call it. And also which area you see there is something you are strong at it and which one you want to take little improvement. And finally you can jot down any questions specifically you want to address. You can stop then and there and we move forward. Okay, so let me okay. So why evaluation? What do you think? When the word evaluation comes to your mind, what do you think? Why do evaluations?
Going in the right path or not.
Okay, you are going in the right path or not. Okay. What else? Why do we do evaluations?
To assess the quality.
To assess the quality of the speech. Okay. What else?
Improvement. Ensure we are at the right path.
Ensure we are on the right path.
Improvement.
Improvement. Brilliant. So all of you are very closer. For me, personally, when I say evaluation is, the evaluation is not a conversation between the evaluator and the speaker. It's a whole conversation between the entire audience. In Toastmasters, we say, right, the failures are okay because you learn yourself. Evaluation is one segment where I see that one person makes a mistake, there are 30 others learns how you can learn from there. So evaluation, more than it's part of the Toastmasters curriculum, there is more of an opportunity I see to have some improvements. If there is two speeches, 3 speeches, there are 3 evaluators. You have an opportunity to learn from 3 evaluators and make sure that you don't make this mistake when you deliver your speech next time. So that's what I see evaluation as a responsibility. So what do you think this is? A little anecdote I made it just to make little different to understand. Alpha as an evaluator I invented. It is more about when you do evaluations, we are leading with insights and also the initiative. You don't come unprepared. Today when you see Thomas comes and gives evaluation, you may not think he's giving an evaluation. He will have his own speech ready. That's a kind of initiative, also the insights. Because as they say, right, the speaker is preparing for a speech. Evaluator also prepares. If you come empty-minded and delivers, you may not be able to add the value, because club evaluation is a beautiful opportunity where you know the objectives in advance. If you look at a contest, you may not know what is the objective. You will be a little stuck from there. That is the alpha and zen part is composed and mindful delivery. Because I learned it very hard way in my last evaluation contest of my district level. The moment I went on stage, I felt the necessity of being mindful and composed. The next 40 seconds of my evaluation, I was totally uncontrolled. The kind of stress what it gave to me for the whole contest season has sat on me. So being composed and mindfulness is the second important thing. The final one is the 3 quality guiding principles, which is calm, clear and courageous. We'll deep dive on a little later part of it. I'll first take you to what do we evaluate. The speaker is coming on stage, you have the speech objectives, and you have learned from the previous evaluators. What do we evaluate? We have an opportunity to evaluate the physical environment. When you are delivering a speech in an in-person meeting, so you have the external noise, physical appearance, how is the lectern, how you are using it, that's a number one. Number two is body language, how the body syncs with the voice we use, the use of the hand gestures, how you are pointing towards us, how the emotions are conveyed with the words what we deliver. The second one is body language. Third one is voice, that's the easiest one, but the toughest one to identify the room for improvement, how the pitch is there, whether the voice is going in a flow with the word usage, or it is abrupt at times. You can easily identify them. And the fourth one is the speech content and structure, which is very simple one, how the speech is structured, what really the content is. Always we say one of the important lesson I learned over the so many years of being an evaluator is, we are not here to judge the content of the speech, because anything can be spoken by anybody. The evaluator role is to make sure how within the same content or the philosophy of a speaker, it can be made better. If somebody comes and talks about failure is worst, you should never fail in life. As an evaluator, I don't say, it is okay, you fail. No. What his thought process, how do you make sure in line with the objective, how we can improve it? Okay, so evaluation structure, we all aware, right? How many are never done evaluation in this audience? Is it? They are all members of Medley. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, nice. So I'm really, because when I was part of this club, it was like, we had veterans and veterans. We see so many new members coming in and, okay, brilliant. So you heard about evaluations, right? You saw the evaluations in the club speeches, right? So what do you think would be the structure of an evaluation based on the last meeting? Can someone point out? What would be the structure of an evaluation?
How is initiating a speech, the structure, the main body, and the conclusion.
Brilliant. That's what the slide talks about, Venkat. Thanks for Venkat. There is an opening. Again, it talks about what you are going to talk about it. It's a little introduction of it. Then the body. Body is very simple. Keep the simple thumb rule of at least 3 things which you love the most, and maybe 2 or 3 where the areas can be improved. Also, one excellent one you can highlight that will stay longer in the minds of the audience, also the speaker. And finally, the conclusion. Conclusion is nothing but recap the whole positives and summary of improvements. Also, we have to make sure that there is a word of encouragement when you are finishing your evaluation. This is the simple way of saying evaluation structure. Any speech you deliver, right, you will have an opening. You have a body full of transition, and finally you conclude. So evaluation also goes with the same structure, opening, body and conclusion. There is not big rocket science in this. So the structure remains same. Maybe the core framework, what we talk about it, right, as I mentioned in the initial session of how the calmness, clear and courageous will help. This I related more with my so far experience of contesting at a club level, area and division and district. This is something I felt it's so much important over than the content or the knowledge you have. The evaluation is such that it is your day. If not, better luck next time. So whatever knowledge you have, whatever experience you have, that particular day, how you listen to the speaker, how you wanted to transfer it, and how you deliver it. So being calm, the mindset management, which is breathing and ground, when the test speaker is delivering or the club speakers when they are delivering, so keep focused, because I felt in one of my area level contests in the whole 7-minute speech, always right, we say because of the reels, the attention span is coming down, everything. I felt that time, for about splash of 15 seconds, over the whole 7-minute speech, I lost focus. There was a big transition happened in the speaker's speech. I messed up the evaluation. Just a 15 seconds out of 7-minute speech. So the focus when someone is delivering, so that's why I practice in such a way that in any club meeting when I go, when a prepared speaker is delivering, I make my own evaluations. So that helps me to practice this kind of mindfulness and focus for the 7 minutes. At least I try to identify and compare whether the evaluator pointed out what I felt. So that's the way of practicing it. The first one is calm, which is a mindset management and how to handle the unexpected speech styles. Many a times in the club meeting, we know always if it is icebreaker, it will be a such pattern, right? If it is a kind of a motivational speech, there is a pattern. On a contest level, you may not know what is the speech style is. It will be humorous, it can be motivational, it can be persuasive, it can be anything, or even 5.5 minutes, you listen to some test speeches, you will not be able to understand what genre they are speaking. The last 90 seconds, they will take you to the great level of extent and audience will be wow. So you may not know the speech style at all. So mindfulness is very important to know that. And also the second one is the structure and language. Like there are multiple options available. We normally use at the starting level CRC, which is commendation, recommendation, commendation. I have a couple of tables available. I can share it after the meeting. The VP, you can get and see for it. It's all some types of preparations what we do before we come to the meeting or before we come to the contest. You don't depend fully on that, but the way how you talk about the commendation, recommendation, and commendation matters, not about the method what you use it. And finally, honest and impactful feedback. The feedback goes to the speaker, also to the audience, but we don't want to be exaggerating or we don't want to demean them. The honesty in the feedback what you provide to the speaker, you need to have that courage to say that. We had toughest times for me in Medley when I was a VP. We had a lot of senior members. So we had kept a batch of evaluators or the senior evaluators. We don't stay away from them when we want to put into some senior members. Slowly we need to improve the courageousness of the members so that anyone can evaluate anybody and give the feedback to them. So it comes only by doing the club. Whatever we learn and do it at a contest level, I will always quote this reference of the Charter President B. N. Subramanian always says, Sateesh, 10 minutes before the start time and 10 minutes after the start time, you don't find 80% of the members. Everybody will be there from 3 to 5. No one is ready to come early or late. This 120 minutes, we have to make sure we take the full utilization of this. That is where the whole time of practice time for us. Club is the only place where you get every week opportunity to practice the evaluation. The contest is more of one-off. If you miss one area, you have to wait for the whole year to go the next area. But club, you have option for being evaluated every week. So be courageous on giving feedback. Also the open-hearted feedback, not to hide something and just because it is a senior member, just because he is a new member, he may not know anything, I just tell him something good things. No, be courageous and open to that. So a few tools and techniques, this is all most of us are right. So when you want to give an opening of an evaluation, you can start with some quotations or a questions or a callback. It is more about taking the attention for the audience, not necessary to start with your own evaluation part. Also the heart of evaluation is mainly the appropriate transitions with the right techniques on what is you liked it, what is the area for improvement. And closure, you have a closing statement, end positively and everything. And keep in mind in the club versus contest evaluation, these are all very important things. Number one, in the club speech, the objectives are known. But whereas in contest, you may not know what is the objective is. Always you prepare for it. This particular competent communicator manual, still I refer it for any of my evaluation contests. Before I go, I read at least once. So Mridula own it one because she is a cavalier turned into a Toastmaster. So if you get a chance, online download it and you can read that. That gives you abundant resources for you to find out what objectives can be pre-planned for any speech, right from the 1 to 10, like how we have in the pathway speeches. So the evaluation objectives, the speech objectives are unknown. The second one is recommendation is mandatory in the contest of the evaluation speech contest because that has a clear scoring part. I have the ballot also here, maybe I'll touch upon that as well. And the third one is there has to be clear summary. In the contest level evaluation, we are expected to make a clear communication saying in summation or in summary or overall. The word usages are must. So that's a little difference between a club level versus the contest level speeches. So these are all few techniques. If you talk about sandwich, we all aware of it, right? It is more about tell about something positive, area for improvement and positive. It's a very simple way of telling it. How can you do it? Start evaluations, you can start with this. Talk about something you liked, talk about the improvement area, then talk about something you like. It makes feel like, okay, you are motivated the speaker. The next one is like, you talk about CRC and a lot of acronym styles, like commendation, recommendation, commendation. This is also more of a kind of a sandwich, but you name it as, these are all the commendations, which means the things I liked in your speech. Recommendation is the area for improvement, and many anecdotes. That's what one example we mentioned here. Like, if Kumar comes and delivers a speech about a diet, there is a couple of people used it like delivery, information, entertainment, transition. You try to relate with the speech, but don't force fit it. Many a times what happens is, when you make the preparation for somebody comes with the name of SAT, I go and tell what is SAT, may not really match us. So always, more than the acronyms, the content what you bring in, what is the recommendation you bring in matters a lot, comparing the acronyms. It is a more of a little thin line. If you are master at it, you can keep trying it. Also, there are COD technique, which is clearly talking about content, organization and delivery. What is the content of the speech? How about the ideas, facts, figures, examples, how he spoke about it, the delivery, how the speeches are delivered, and finally the organization is how the speech is organized, how it is opened, whether there is a proper transition was there, whether there is a correlation between the opening and the end, all of them can be part of the organization, and finally how it is delivered. Also, there is something called gift technique, which is talking about good 2 or 3 strong points and inform them how the strong points come across, how you believe them, the speaker can accomplish them, and fine tune. There are 1 or 2 areas for improvement, and finally thank them for the speech what they delivered. So these are all few ways in which you can prepare your techniques. These techniques are not the overall evaluation. These techniques are, I would say, the medium through which you deliver your evaluation. Never ever depend upon the technique, because technique has a value to that, but your value is mainly to the connect what you bring as a speaker, what you get from the evaluator, same way the evaluator, what you give to the speaker. Okay, so maybe timer, can you confirm me how many more minutes left?
So we just finished our 17 minutes, about 30 seconds.
30, okay, fine. So let's spend some time here. I think, I don't know whether you are able to read this. Someone can help me with first one. You could read what is there in the first one.
Judging items.
Yeah, first one in the judging item. Yeah, please.
Suggested point values.
Analytical quality. Okay, the first one is analytical quality. Thanks, Venkat. I was just trying to find that too. Someone, you can please have some. Analytical quality. So there are 4 categories of judging items, which is starting with analytical quality, recommendation, technique, and summation. So everything has a little criteria of 40, 30, 15, and 15. So this is the ballot used by the judges when you deliver an evaluation speech in an evaluation speech contest. Every judges will have this kind of a ballot. For the new members, there are at least 5 to 7 judges will be there. Each one of them will put the score, and finally they tally them. Also, they take them based on the total score, who are all the first 3. The first place will get 3 point and 2 point and 1 point, they write it. And this is being collected by the ballot counter with the chief judge, and they go for the overall total and they find out who is the winner. So what matters to you as an evaluator is, we don't evaluate to compensate this ballot, but at least we will make ourselves aware of this when we prepare for the evaluation, or when you start doing evaluation in a club level speeches. The analytical quality is something which talks about whether it is clear and focused. You are not taking us away from the whole speech and make your own speeches delivered. No, it is about how the clarity of the speech delivered by the speaker, how you are analyzing them, and is it focused or not. The second one is recommendation. As I already said, recommendation has almost 30% of the score for the evaluation speech overall. Recommendation is not about what is wrong. Normally in a club evaluation or even in a contest at a different level, people will talk about what is not right. But we always say focus on how. What can be noticed by anybody? The focus will be on how. If you identify something area for improvement, you have to demonstrate how this can be improved. That helps you by isolating, or I would say identifying yourself from the whole crowd to be the star evaluator. If you tell them how to do that, it not only being a special score for you, at the same time, you will make sure the speaker know how to correct it and they improve on, rather than telling you are not good, not good, not good. Not only what, how also is important. The third one is the technique, as we spoke about it, right? There are techniques of CRC. You use it as a phrase or acronym. Whatever technique we use, this is more about sympathetic, sensitive and structural. It has to be sympathetic, sensitive and structural. We should not be loose talk on that as such. The final one is summation. Summation is more about concise. You will have only less than 30-40 seconds, not more than that, to have the summary, and it has to be encouraging. You have to make sure that the speaker should come back and deliver the speech next time. It is not that after the evaluation he didn't turn up to the club meeting itself. That's the reason of making it, encouraging it. So this is about the speech contest ballot. And there are few do's and don'ts which I say normally. This happened in my last district level contest. I went to my mentor and I said, why are you tensed? I said, there's a few more asks for my contest. So he asked this question, Sateesh, the first question what I asked, right? Why do you want to do evaluation? It always starts with a gyan. I said, do this, do that. Then he come to a point of saying, I wanted to prove myself, not about others. I want to prove myself and I want to make this 5 minutes of speech, being a second or third evaluator, I want to give the maximum possible improvements, also the summary, as a nice overall speech in front of around 700 plus audiences. That's what I'm going for. That's what the first point is. Evaluate to motivate, not about winning a contest or about a club best evaluator people. Always, it's very easy to say, but this will be the I would say the by factor. The moment you do that, obviously it will follow you. Again, analyze with an intent to help the speaker, not about finding fault. We spoke about it. Don't find fault. Help them to improve. Being sympathetic, encourage and honest, not about fabricating or over-exaggerating. And for a smaller thing you talk about a big thing, or a big thing you don't measure about it. Don't be over-exaggeration. Be very specific to that. Encourage and honesty. Give strong and useful recommendation. Be clear and specific. Not about talking about you could have spaced your stage into 1, 2, 3 from your past, present, future. You could have looked at Pravda, or you would have not looked at Sri Ram. Rather than being the cliche, go with the real intent of it. Also, it has to be more strong and useful recommendation. For that, you may have to keep practicing more evaluations, listen to the champion evaluations and find out where that can be related to the speeches. Because whatever you prepare that day, the speaker, until unless you know them, they are going to talk something which you don't know. Whatever you have prepared, you are not going to match that. Also, illustrate your recommendation with examples on how to do it, right? How part of it, not about what part of it. And again, being vague and don't be rude and not use the strong words or something, we don't do it. And focus on the speaker, very important. Focus on the speaker, not focus on yourself. When I was your age, what I was doing, it's kind of totally derailed the evaluation. Right, the evaluation time for you is how many seconds? 210 seconds. 210 seconds. You have 30 seconds of grace time. Just all. When you talk about I, it will totally derail you. One last slide, I would like to cover this based on my whole contest experience of so many months, I would call it. So these are all the preparation habits I do normally. For our club also, Medley has the fast recording, right? You can talk about your own club speeches. You don't want to talk about the contest also. Take any of the random past recording, your own speech, your own evaluation speech. Keep watching them, find out where you can improve on. Also, you can practice with your club members or your mentors through a Zoom call, which is very easy possible. Normally, I will time evaluation for myself. I'll take a timing for myself. The time display on it, it's okay. I'll get the color codes, but I can do myself with the timing, I can manage them. I can see which point of time I'm moving away from the positive to the recommendation, where I'm transitioning from recommendation to evaluation. Normally, I keep a simple thumb rule. I have only 45 seconds I will take it for the introduction, come the first part of positive part. I will make sure I will transition from strongest recommendation by about 90 seconds. Then I will take the summary by almost 170, so 40 seconds I keep it for my summary. I do timing myself. And study the judging criteria, which we saw, right, about how the judging ballot looks like and what points you get it, which one to correct it. And practice note taking while listening to speeches. That's what we say. In the club meeting, you start taking notes and find out how it helps you. Also to give the feedback to the evaluators. And also rehearse different evaluation structures. These are all acronyms and anecdotes. That's what we say. Club is the only place you always have an opportunity to write out every week. So practice different structures, even if it doesn't matter, if it doesn't give you a result, it's okay. Next time you can try out another structure for it. And note-taking techniques, out of them, the third one was the easiest one for me. Whenever I get my evaluation sheet, I split them into 2 columns. I will go for the positive and room for improvement. And also I will talk about so many things the speaker talks. While starting my early days of evaluation, my paper will be full of notes. And within the 5 minutes, I try to correlate and write it the +3 and improvement for 3. I did not have time. Over a period of time, I started making only the important areas where I want to relate it. Also, I will start noting down the aspects what I'm going to talk about it. I'll also always make the different headings while I keep notes, so that the 3 good thing and 3 area for improvement easily I can relate it. And mental preparation, this is all individually we talk about it. Already we spoke about it in the mindfulness part, right? So deep breath, positive self-talk, before you go for it, whether it's a club level or a speech level, don't worry about others or how the big evaluators or the rock star evaluators. You can have your positive self-talk. I'm going to do the best. My only intention is, am I better the version of myself from the previous meeting to this meeting? That makes my $60 paid for a term is justified. I only compete with myself. This week I spoke this much. Next week can I improve or not? Because we cannot compete with many other people. Also visualizing the delivery and quick review of notes. The final visualizing delivery is like, I always see that where I can pass, where I can transition, I'll run through them over a period of time. Also, the moment you come to the contest environment, right? So you will give the note to them. And once you come back, once you come to the stage, they'll give the notes back to you. That's a matter of few seconds. So you have to write in such a way that those few seconds will help you to have a glance rather than spending more time on searching where you write what. So that's what about quick review of notes. I'll park it here and maybe you can take back your sheet if you have any specific questions. The 6th one, if you have written something, you can feel free to ask and timer can tell me how much the final minute is. We'll stop that time.
So we have 28 minutes.
Okay.
28 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes are there. Any questions, please? Yeah, please.
Thank you for the session, and I just have one question, with respect to evaluations in general, not just for contests. So one of the things is with respect to note taking. Sometimes when we listen to something, like in my case, I don't have good memory, so I tend to write down whatever I hear as soon as I hear it. But in that span of few seconds, like you said, the speaker might say something and I might miss it. So what would you suggest is the best way to handle the situation? So do you generally take notes while the speaker is speaking, or you just wait for them to fully finish speaking and then try to recollect what you will do?
Thank you so much. Your name is?
Narendra.
Narendra. Okay. Thanks, Narendra. So I started with the same way of what you have mentioned this. I started with writing down every single word I hear in the speeches. If you look at my notes in the initial days of my evaluation, because my worry is, will I miss something he speak very important? That was my starting stage. Over a period of time, when you make practice, we call it as here, those days, right? We used to have this shorthand people, right?
Yeah.
That's what something I Googled it and I learned it. How can I concise? Because speaker also speaks multiple words, but he has one sentence in his speech. He has one paragraph in his speech. Invariably, you will realize where is the pause. So nowadays, I started making sense out of the few seconds of conversation, I'll put 1 or 2 keywords. So that I don't miss, also I'll note it down. Keep going it. Also I have a habit of bringing my preparations into the paper before I start. Maybe for the day I would concentrate on 5 to 7 things which is already mentioned in the manual, right? The speaker's manual already has an objective. Club evaluation easiest one because objectives are known. I write down them, 7 of them before the meeting itself. I'll try to relate them. The notes, relate them, which one is catching into the positive side of it, bring it here, which is not fitting area for improvement. So if you keep practicing on keyword for everything the speaker speaks, it might help you to not disturb, at the same time you don't lose it. Even today, I don't say I have transitioned to the 100% clutter free. Even today it will be a little clumsy on club meetings, but keep trying it. Thanks, Naveen.
So there's one moment. Easy way to evaluate is, first I write positive in the speech, 1, 2, 3, I can put that with the keyword. Then the important part, what you can say like this, my improvement. Third is negative point. Is it okay? Instead of listening the speech, 5 to 7 minute speech, they are walking here and there because okay, initially it is very difficult to make it out. Some pronunciation, some words. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's a
positive to improvement.
Yeah. So the point is as per the judges ballot, Venkat or everybody, there is only 2 types of topics are there. One is what you like the most, which is commendation. The other one is recommendation. There is no something called negative. Normally we don't say that, we say that room for improvement. So we can always concise everything into which is okay, which can be made okay. We don't go to the negative part. 2 type of people exist. One is, there are people, I'll always see Viji never writes down for about 7 minutes. She will, kind of, we say the people who grasp it overall. And after that, the 5 minutes, thoughts will start coming in. For me, even within a few seconds, I will start cribbling. I'll feel insecure. If I don't write something, because I think, okay, I'll miss out something. It again depends on the individual's ability to do it and how they practice it. I think timer is up with the red card. Thank you so much, Medley, for listening to me, and it's a privilege for me to come back to my alma mater to give an education session for you members. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Sateesh Kumar, for such an informative session. Of course, it will be helpful for whenever we do evaluation in the club or contest everywhere. Now, I would request Presiding Officer Toastmaster Pramodh to present a memento as a token of gratitude on behalf of Medley.
Thank you.
Now let's move to the second part of the meeting. What siblings like the most? It's surprises. On our table topic session is just like that, is our surprises. So today our table topic master, Toastmaster Shankar, he's a data scientist and working in a multinational company as finance head. I welcome Toastmaster Shankar.
Thank you, TMoD. So I know that, let's say, for most of the people are here, or let's say for non-role player, to attend for this exclusive for surprise session. So I know that, let's say, for most of the time it is for, let's say, for more kind of the formal meeting. Here, I wanted to make my session, it is more kind of fun, humor, and ignite your creativity, mix up the first topic. Without any ado, let me pull out the first speaker of today. Do you know what day today, except with the Raksha Bandhan? So usually, Saravananas, So in order to fill the gap, let's say for I kind of asking. Exactly. So today it is the National Book Lover Day. So the first topic for today is, what is the one book that changed your life or perspective, and tell us why. Again I am repeating. What is the one book that changed your life or perspective? For that, I would call upon DTM Sundararaman.
So today I am going to talk about a book which has not transformed me, but made me think, made me to observe day-to-day activities, especially as a speaker, trainer, Toastmaster. It made me to look into minute details. This book is written by my guide and a friend, Mr. Prakash Iyer. How many of you know Prakash Iyer? He is a fantastic storyteller, so primarily write to the corporate audience. So in one of his books, he has written several books. One of his books is called, I don't know why no one told me this. Lot of subtle facts which we never try to realize and apply it. So in one of his stories, he says that he had twin children. So these twin children, he used to work in Middle East. And Middle East, during break time, he used to go to school and pick up these kids. And at one point of time, the boy says that they used to sit in the back seat. He says that I want to sit in the right side. Then girl said that I also want to sit on the right side. They were fighting. And finally Prakash Iyer was saying that the girl was 10 minutes born earlier to the boy. So she is supposed to be the elder sister. You are the elder sister, you sit on the left side, let him sit on the right side. And while they were walking from the school, the classroom to the car shed, then when they were about to get into the car, the boy asked, which is the right side? Did you get the message? Just because someone is asking, he started fighting. So even in life, just because someone is doing something, I want to do something without knowing the significance. Just because everyone is doing A and ML, my son also wants to join in A and ML. So just because everyone wants to do reels, I also want to do reels. Right? So this is the kind of mad rush. We need to understand the significance. We need to understand whether this is a perfect fit for me, and then plunge into the action. So like that, lot of subtle nuances are explained in this particular book. You can Google or you can go and place an order. This book helped me to think twice, get into the life stories.
Okay. Thank you, DTM Sundararaman, and sharing such a thoughtful story. The next speaker for today is Toastmaster Venkatesan. Toastmaster Venkatesan. If a Bollywood wanted to make a movie about you, what would be your title and who will play your character? Repeat. If Bollywood wanted to make a movie about your life, what would be your title and who will play your character? Toastmaster Venkatesan.
I disagree with this topic, Toastmaster Shankar. I do not believe in myth and movies, other stories, and reading books and all. You must be a real person in the life. Because I know that one of my friends' brothers, they're actors. I know that how they spoil their family because of the money. They want to settle all these things. That is the reason I don't believe it. I know the other side of the stories about actors. My friends, close friends are actors also. How they lost their life after the fame. They had a drinking habit. They used to go with dating with a lot of younger age groups, and they spoiled their family. Because of that, they are in the middle of the road in Villivakam. Because I know that my cousin was a doctor. He was having a clinic in Villivakam. The owner is having more than 25 houses there. The third son is born to take a movie. Sorry to mention that he is a Marwadi guy, and the whole family is refusing. My parents, they went and say that, please don't do that. I remember that in '83, I would like to put this. The movie name called Silk. 3 names. Silk was very famous. He invited everyone for the inauguration. Within 1 month, he lost everything. The brothers, they never took care. We found near USA Gemini flyover, he was sleeping on the road. That is why I don't believe that. In the real life, no one will help you that. As a good human being, you should help others. That is my view. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Venkatesan. The next topic, you have invented a gadget that solves everyday problem. Now you want to sell that gadget to the Medley today. So make a sales speech convincing them to buy it. Again repeat, you have invented a gadget that solves everyday problem. Now you want to sell this gadget to the Medley people. Make a sales speech convincing them to buy it. For that, I would call upon Toastmaster Sriannapoorani. You got the topic right?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I don't know how my sales pitch would be, but I would definitely develop a gadget or invent a gadget which would be like, you could be here and everywhere also. So personally, it would be on a daily basis. Actually, my husband is in Canada, so it's been 2 years. So probably I could fly there, or just within a second, invisible, I go there and meet him and come back here. That could be the day, that could solve my daily issues. Apart from that, for the Medleyans, I would suggest that you could be here. I mean, you can't, if you are traveling, I heard a lot of people are coming from Vilivakam, Kilketta, like so many places, like far away. Probably you could just like that come here, invisible, be here within a minute. Just you could start there from 254, 255, you can be in the entrance. So I think you can buy here. You can buy it from me. It would be just, 12,000 rupees. That's it.
Thank you so much. Next, I would call upon Toastmaster Srividhya. Srividhya. Okay. So, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite food? After that, the question will come. What is your favorite food? I mean, anything yet?
Okay, so
That is not the topic, right? Yeah, that is a question for you. What is your favorite food?
so I have to speak about it.
No, you need to tell the answer.
My favorite food is, it used to be sweets, but now I've transitioned from sweets to more healthier options, which is organic and millet-based food.
Okay, fine. Assume that your table topic master is the alien. Okay, you need to describe your food to eat and convince him to eat the favorite food. I'm again repeat. Assume that you are the table topic master is the alien. You need to describe your favorite food to eat and convince me to eat that particular favorite food. You got it?
Okay. So thank you for the opportunity. So I would start with, okay, here is a description of the food that I used to like, which is sweets. So here is a very delicious food which is made in this particular planet, which is not available in any other planet or in your world, considering that you are an alien in this planet. So this goes down very quickly into your mouth and it comes out very quickly as well. And it's going to take you out by surprise. So you're absolutely going to love it and you're going to get addicted to it until I come back to you and give you another food which is going to be an absolute opposite of what you've been having, which is going to be a very healthy, organic and millet-based food. Again, you're going to hate me for that, but since you like me for giving you the first food, I would say you would appreciate me for this and again appreciate me back for going back to a nature-based food. So that's what I'll do as an alien. That's how I'll describe it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, The next, the topic is a kind of role play, for which I would like to call upon two people. The first role player will be Toastmaster Shanmugavel, and the second role player will be Toastmaster Anuradha. This is the situation, right? Let's say you are caught by the traffic police officer. So he is a traffic police officer for the violation. Okay. The officer intend to impose the fine for which you want to escape from the fine. Okay. This is a kind of the conversations for 2 minutes. Got it? You are the traffic police. You are the violator for today. Got it? So we'll start.
Yes, I'm going fast. Then going.
Stop, stop.
Yes, sir.
Madam, you don't cross the line, the signal is red.
Yes, sir.
You don't cross the things.
It's an emergency, emergency. I'm a doctor. Please see my ID card. I'm a doctor. I'm going to a surgery.
You are going, no problem. But you see one more.
No time to talk. Have to go. Have to go.
You cannot say.
You are wasting my time.
You can see that.
You are wasting my time, my dear. You are wasting.
Camera is taking everything. I cannot say.
The patient is in last few minutes.
No, madam.
So I have to rush to the hospital to save him.
We cannot. Our rules are.
Traffic light is important. The patient life is important.
Our rules we have to mind it because we are also answerable to.
For me, a patient is important. His life is important.
No, madam. It is not. We cannot allow like that. Please say that.
I cannot allow my patient to die.
Madam, you can go. I can take the photograph. The things will come.
Photograph of me?
No,
Yes,
not
please. Oh, my vehicle.
We don't scan your vehicles.
Okay.
You can go. The result also very important.
Yes.
The file will come to your mobile or in your.
I'm
You will
ready.
get the money from your account.
It's okay for me. I'm fine to pay fine for my patient.
In future, you don't come like that. And also, I have seen your son or one boy also there without helmets. So, he's also part of the.
He's asked cake, so I'm taking him to the cake shop, which is near the hospital.
So, please careful. Don't come. Today, you can go. You are the penalty will be detected. In future, you don't come like that.
Okay.
Please remember.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, it happened for me.
Oh.
Once when I was rushing in my two-wheeler
That
to
is
my
for
son's
patient.
school, not for my son's school actually, I was about to pick up him. So I was rushing when police cop stopped me for speed, over speed. Then I showed my ID card and I told I'm going rushing to the hospital to meet the patient. Then he left and I went to, actually this happened to me.
Yes, happened one time in the area signal. That time, 2 more person also going, crossing the signal. Then I don't know what you say, 2 more people also going, you have catch only. And that policeman catch told, I don't have 1,000 cats to catch everybody. Only I will catch. Anyway, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for Anuradha. Thank you for participating. Okay, again, let's say it's a kind of debate, okay, for which I would call upon again 2 people, Toastmaster Praveena and Toastmaster Narendra. Huh? That is a conversation, okay? Who is better at multitasking? Okay, men or women? Repeat. Who is better at multitasking, men or women? At first, you need to talk about for men and you need to talk about for women. Okay, 2 minutes. So after 30 seconds, I will say shift. Let's say for if you start and let's say for putting your point, when I say shift, then you need to talk. Okay, after 30 seconds, when I say shift, you need to talk, and after that, so only one shift for you and one shift.
Means first,
You need to stop.
Men,
Yeah.
Saying they're good at multitasking. When you say shift, he will talk about ladies.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and after that, you will have one more round. Okay, to talk about men.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute each. 30 seconds. First 30 seconds. The next 30 seconds. Let's say for the third 30 seconds and fourth 30 seconds, so that 120 seconds will get over. Okay?
So I will always be talking only about men.
Yes, exactly. Okay?
No twist after 1 minute.
Yes, your time starts now.
Okay. So normally we say ladies do a lot of multitasking, they're very good at it. But now, these days, men are equally liable to whatever is happening at home and in office as well. So you can take a case in point of my husband. There was a time when my children were really young. I used to take care of the children and various other aspects of homemaking and going out, etc. But being two boys, now they are at a stage where one is 21 and one is 18 years. So as they grow up, they relate more to the father now. And for anything and everything, they go to the father. And now currently, our house is more like a CA family. And since the father is CA, he's very...
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. So sometimes what I will do is that when I work from home, so when I'm taking a break, I just go to the kitchen to get some water or something like that. And suddenly I see my mother, she'll be making sambar on one side of the stove, making rice on another side of the stove, cutting the vegetables, and then at the same time ordering asking the servant to do something. And all of these things will be happening at the same time. And I used to wonder, like, how are you managing so many things? And she used to say, I'm used to it. And then I go over to my office, my workspace, and my manager is actually, she's a lady. So she's a mother, she is a project manager in the office, and then she takes care of her mother, and she does so many of these things, of these responsibilities, and she manages it gracefully. A lot of things.
Okay, so now my husband, he's also into new kind of work now, where he's managing 2 to 3 different businesses. And then my father-in-law, that is his father, who's 96 years old, he's also at home. So now it is kind of a place where my husband has to manage his father, he has to manage the 2 businesses that he's doing, and he has to manage the work of both his sons. So at any given point in time, he's on the phone, he's making coffee for his father, and the boys are also surrounding him, asking him so many things. And he's also very particular that he does a lot for the children. Actually, I feel they have to be more independent, but he's the kind who likes to really pamper them. So in the meantime, with whatever resources he has, he'll also be peeling the boiled eggs, cutting it, putting pepper in it, and he'll be managing too many things, and he's actually focused. And in the meantime, if I am also asking something, he can actually listen to what I am saying and give an apt response. So there are so many different variations of things that he is able to do, and it's not that only we ladies are able to multitask, but as men grow, they also realize that there is a shift and they can actually do a lot of multitasking.
Sure. So going back to that example, one day I asked her, how do you manage all of this? She gave a pretty similar response. Now I just step up to the situation and do it. I feel that women are more tuned to multitasking because sometimes they're in a situation where they have to. And also they have the qualities a little touch more than men. Qualities like being empathetic, understanding the needs of others, and also sometimes analyzing the situation and doing the right things that is required for that situation. So in general, I feel that women are more tuned to being, to be able to multitask than men. And also generally one thing that men do is that whenever an extra task is given, at least to me, I try to find a way to escape it. So one of the ways is that I sometimes do the work intentionally the wrong way so that I can escape from it. But the thing is that because women are more patient and more empathetic, I feel that they are more suited to multitasking because that requires a lot of patience and a lot of clear thinking. So that's my case. And yes,
thank you Toastmaster Narendra, and thank you Toastmaster Praveena. The next table topic speaker will be Toastmaster Amarvanchitha. You just discovered a secret door in your house. Describe what behind it and how it changes your life. I repeat, you just discovered a secret door in your home. Describe what is behind it and how it changes your life. Toastmaster Amarvanchitha.
So I have
discovered a secret door in my home. When I opened it, I saw people who are, struggling a lot. I saw many people who are with disabilities and who are really struggling for even for a single meal of a day, in a day. And I saw, but still they are, with the hope they are working for something, and they are living their life. Somehow they're finding the happiness and living their life, and it has changed me, my perspective of life. That even though what are the struggles that I have, what are the obstacles that I have in my life, if these are not the real struggles, I still can overcome. I can still live my life in the struggle, among the struggles, every struggle.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha. The last speaker for today is guest Mridula. Who is your favorite actor? No, that is not the topic. Your favorite actor?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, okay.
I'm good at lines.
Oh, okay, okay. So you are stuck in an elevator with the, let's say, with you, which means, no, I mean, you are finding yourself in the elevator. Make an elevator pitch for you. Got the question? Do you want me to repeat?
I don't mind you repeating.
Okay. So you are stuck in an elevator with a celebrity. Okay. Normally I thought, let's say, for you will say X. So in that cases it's you. So make an elevator pitch to talk about her.
Okay, so first up, let me just recall. Today is siblinghood. The theme was there. So during the session of prepared speech as well as the evaluation educational session, I was sitting there. Okay, so today I'm going to speak about my brother, and here's a random topic out of nowhere. Okay, so when he asked me who was my favorite actor, I was about to say Vijay, but that wouldn't make any sense because who would say Vijay? He's into politics and everything. I wanted to make an impulsive choice, and as always, I just randomly blurted out my name out there. Okay, so I'm stuck in an elevator where I find myself, and I have to prove my worth to that person, which is a very normal task for me. Because why do you ask? Every single day I find myself, okay, I'm not doing anything, I'm worthless. That's truly what I feel. In the end of the day, there's always someone better than me. Because that's truly what I feel. And here in this elevator, I would motivate myself. No, Mridula, you're doing good. You're actually okay, but you just need to find out your inhibitions and get it out of there. And probably I would say, Mridula, you will make it in another 10 or 15 years. That's what I said 10 years back, and that's probably what I would say again 10 years later. You would make it, and I hope to be that guiding light in my life as well.
And can I have a qualified speaker?
So all are qualified.
Okay. So with this, I will hand over the stage back to TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shankar, for an interesting table topic session. It was really different from a typical table topic session. All these speakers are qualified. Can you read out the name one more time for the voting purpose?
So we have our Toastmaster Pradeep, Toastmaster Ramya, DTM Sundararaman, Toastmaster Venkatesan, Toastmaster Annamalai, Toastmaster Srividhya, Toastmaster Shanmugavel, Toastmaster Anuradha, Toastmaster Narendra, Toastmaster Praveena, Toastmaster Amarvanchitha, and then guest Mridula.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Now let's move to the last and final part of our session. Always we'll get the feedback from our siblings, right? Most of the time it will be a brutal feedback, but it will be with love. In Toastmasters, we do the same. through kind and constructive feedback evaluation. Let us move to the evaluation session. I would like to invite G to complete the evaluation.
So to evaluate the first speaker, we have someone. Let's say if money can talk, she can make it sing. If numbers are there, she is a queen of it. An accountant, chartered accountant by profession, who travels very far to attend Medley meetings. A sports enthusiast. And the introduction goes forever like this. And if Medley have a property master, she would definitely qualify to win the best property master always. Put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster. She will evaluate Pradeep's speech.
Some speeches make you listen, and some make you feel like you are living in the story. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, Toastmaster Pradeep did not just tell about his journey from a courier boy to a corporate boss. He took us into his world, starting with the suspenseful morning knock from the police. And that moment, he had us hooked. Pradeep, your opening was powerful and instantly caught our attention. The suspense created curiosity and you maintained that during the entire speech. Your humor was a standout. The free Tamil tuition line at the police station was a clear highlight, generating a loud laughter. This showed your natural comedic timing and ability to connect with the audience emotionally. Next is vivid storytelling. The way you narrated the events painted pictures in our minds. Your storytelling style made us feel like we were right there with you during the police investigation. In terms of delivery, your vocal variety brought the emotions alive. Your body language was expressive and meaningful. You engaged with the entire audience constantly and you maintained a high energy throughout the speech. And coming to areas of improvement, first, the conclusion felt a bit abrupt. You ended with, this courier boy now became corporate boss. But we didn't get even a glimpse of how the transformation has happened. Adding one or two lines on the turning point would give the audience closure and inspiration. Second is the central message. While the story was entertaining, the audience may have left wondering, what's the lesson for me? Adding a strong takeaway such as persistence, resilience, or embracing opportunities would leave a lasting impact. Linking story to the message, ensure your story naturally leads to a core message so that it not only entertains but also inspire or educate the audience. To summarize, Pradeep, this was an engaging, humorous and skillfully delivered speech. You have a natural gift of storytelling and connecting with your audience. For the next round, focus on adding a stronger conclusion and a clear message so your speech not only entertains but also inspires. I am excited to hear the refined version. I am sure it will be even more powerful. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abirami, for the insightful evaluation. To get on to the next evaluation, this is going to be done by the person who's the first Golden Gavel winning president in District 120 from Medley. A Medleyan with the highest attendance since January 2015. And if there is a name synonymous for branding in District 120, you'd be right up there. It's time to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham.
Thank you, GE, Ramya ji, and friends. The fruit of the day is undoubtedly jackfruit. I love it, so long as it doesn't come so close to me that the flies also come. Therefore, I'm going to deal only in jackfruits today, in my evaluation. First part, the fruits. I'm going to offer you 4 juicy fruits. The chunk, the yellow ones, right? The rich ones. First of all, I liked the way you started with jackfruit as a question. I liked the curiosity it created in me when talking about your communication styles. That is a new one. But you had warned me, thank you for that. Secondly, that jackfruit became a metaphor, and that became a self-deprecating miracle. It takes guts. First of all, that's a 2B compliment for that guts you showed. Third thing I liked was the innovation of the clip parts you brought. Never expected, right? So the unexpected is always a good thing to happen. Yet, 3B question is, clip art, this wasn't about life, about drama, about anything relating stage. So this clip art would have been even more meaningful. Anyway, we can live with that. And the fourth one, to me, is full marks for your energy, for your moving around, for your connecting. That is the essence of a speech. So there I give you full marks. The moment things that of the past didn't worry me because it was not, you took care of that. You took care of that. Now having given you 4 juicy fruits, now the tough crust, the outer, the rough one, of the skin of the jackfruit. If you look at the Pathways Manual, it talks about 4 types of communication styles. It talks about you're finding out where your style is, and then talking about instances from your life and how it impacts others. Remember, this is part of the internal learnings we get to do here using this survey. So therefore, to equate communication style with your voice or how you look is very skin deep. It's about how you manage it. Did you use logic? Did you use perseverance? That is the objective of the project, I must confess to you. One more small little thought I had was, this clip part, and yes, Prem says you are good. Instead, you could have given that entire time to this episode in Tinagar and completed the story of how you used your persuasive or threatening methods to get your way. Just my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you for the insightful, in-depth evaluation from your speech. Now it's time to move on to the quantitative aspect of evaluation. Let's hear it from our timer for today. Toastmaster Raja Annamalai, the timer's report.
Took 1 minute 45 seconds. The president declares the meeting with the Rakshabandhan introduction with the 4 minutes 30 seconds. And the TMoD has given the introduction with this siblings experience 4 minutes 37 seconds. And the GE given the introduction with the introduction of tag role, players and everyone, 8 minutes. And so the first speaker, so Toastmaster Pradeep, took 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So the second speaker, Toastmaster Ramya, has delivered the speech jackfruit and the police officer, the story about for 5 minutes 59 seconds. And then goes to the educational session delivered by DTM Sateesh Kumar. So it was 28 minutes or 12 seconds. And the table topic sessions given by, so the first speaker, so DTM Sundararaman, has talked about the favorite book, 2 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Venkatesan took 2 minutes 3 seconds. Toastmaster Anuradha 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Srividhya has spoken about a favorite food with alien. 1 minute 6 seconds. Toastmaster Shanmugavel and Anuradha, they both together they have demonstrated for the traffic police and the doctor. 1 minute 57 seconds. Toastmaster Narendra and Toastmaster Praveena, they did the multitasking with the men and women, and they demonstrated with the 4 minutes 3 seconds. Toastmaster Amarvanchitha, 1 minute 29 seconds. Guest Mridula, spoken about the favorite actor, 1 minute 23 seconds. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the insightful timer report. Now it's time to hear from the R counter, the R counter report from Toastmaster Ramya.
The speaker, Toastmaster Ramya, R 2 times, 1 time. Toastmaster Pradeep, R 2 times. And Toastmaster Mr. Venkatesan, 1 time. Toastmaster Annamalai, R 2 times. Toastmaster Srividhya, R 2 plus time. So 2 plus time, repeated word 2 times. Toastmaster Shanmugavel, 1 time, repeated word. Toastmaster Praveena, R 1 time, 1 time. Toastmaster Narendra, R 2 time. Toastmaster Amarvanchitha, R 2 plus time and 2 time. Guest Mridula had a clear speech. DTM Sundararaman had a clear speech, and General Evaluator Jayashri had a clear speech.
Thank you. Thank you, R counter. Now it's time to hear from the English professor, the Grammarian's report from Toastmaster Raja.
Before me giving my grammarian report, I want to say the camaraderie among Medleyians made this meeting to 8:42 a grand success. Sorry, I could have chosen a simpler word. Next time onwards I will correct it. Good words usage. Words like fraternity, vivid, mindfulness, veteran, sympathetic, courageous, ignite, delicious, liable were used. Creative phrases, painted picture in the mind. It was used. Then jackfruit thesis. Actually, I searched in the internet. There is no such term, but it was very apt, regarding to the context of the speech, so that maybe she can apply for the pattern for that. Then regarding grammatical error, at one point, the word drunk was used. Actually, it should be drank. Past tense of drunk. Thank you.
Drunk.
Drunk, the word used was drunk. Yeah. Okay, drunk. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Grammarian. It's time for the general evaluator report. Usually I carry the notebook because I used to have a lot of points that I wanted to say for recommendations, but today is a happy meeting. Well, I want to start off with something. Please raise or stand up if you are wearing formals today. Please stand up. Yeah. Let's give a big round of applause. This is Medley. Thanks for bringing an extra effort to add the professionalism, and we would definitely want to take this culture forward. And thanks for taking that extra effort to be on time with this attire and bring that quality to the meeting with this outlook. With that, I would like to start the General Evaluator report. The Vice President Education started the meeting preparation the Monday itself by creating the group, which almost all the roles were filled within Monday or Tuesday. Great planning, kudos to you. And the flyers about the meeting were sent out by Wednesday and Thursday altogether, and Friday we had another set of agenda and flyers printed. Thank you, Vice President. With that, we got the meeting setup done very well. Right now, what happened during the meeting? We started the meeting on time with essay, keeping things ready, right up there with the projector, and we didn't have any technical glitch. The presiding officer welcomed the guest, introduced the dignitaries, started off with a story, and then he also introduced about Toastmasters. The job neatly done. What I loved the most is also about the two speakers who did an amazing job. I could see the revelation in Pradeep's speech. That was brilliant. And Ramya, from your last speech, I could definitely see that improvement. Kudos to you for that preparation. And I was surprised by Abirami's crystal clear evaluation today with the sharp pointed recommendations. Very and of course, DTM Thomas does it in his style in terms of his evaluation. With that being said, thanks to Toastmaster of the Day for bringing in a theme that was more relevant on that day in collaboration with the Vice President of Education, and he was very well prepared with his notes, and he was asking my introduction on Wednesday itself. So kudos to you, Sajeev, for taking this meeting in a lively manner. Now coming to the table topic session was interesting. It had Shankar's stamp, it had fun, it had drama, it had every element what we could have as an entertaining section in a meeting. Thank you, Shankar, for putting the thoughts and bringing this format all together in TT section. Now, with all this being said, the tag team did a brilliant role. Each of them shared their insights. I would love to take an extra effort to thank distinguished Toastmaster Sateesh Kumar for coming over. There are just few pointers that I want to highlight for us to take it forward in terms of recommendation. Number one, when the meeting started, at least for the first 1 hour, we had the motor sound on. Right? And this is something that we need to take in consideration, considering that we have a contest happening in the same venue, which means we need to be extra cautious about what's the noise that's happening around this venue. So this is something that we need to be cautious for the subsequent meetings, one. Number two, there were some mobile phone ringtones that were happening, which we could avoid as the SAS set up the ground rules. That's number two. And number three is regarding the table topic session. As much as it was fun, creative, the table topic session was supposed to be spoken for 2 minutes, but the title or the introduction of what is that specific one itself took 1 minute or so in some cases, which I felt could be avoided, or probably a shortened version of it would be easier for the guest as also for the members to understand what they were supposed to tell. So that's one area of recommendation. That I would say this is a wholesome meeting. We are celebrating siblinghood. So let's enjoy what we do, and back to you, Mr.
Thank you, Chief, for the detailed evaluation report. Everyone would have received the voting link. Please vote for the best table topic speaker, best tag role player, and the best role player. We'll take another 10 more seconds to complete the voting. Hope the voting is being done. As generations go by, the number of siblings seems to be reduced. It's getting smaller. My father had 3 siblings, I have 1, and now my son has none. That's really sad, right? But at the same time, siblings don't always have to be connected by our blood. They can be your cousin, they can be your friends, they can be even your mentors also. It's about anyone with whom you share a bond of, you share the stories, or you will feel that kind of a connection. What truly matters is the connection, not the relation. As we wrap up today's meeting, let's remember the message of Raksha Bandhan. It's a festival about love, care, and standing by each other. And that's exactly what we do here in Toastmasters. we encourage, we support, and we help each other just like a family. So let's keep that spirit alive in every speech and every meeting. Thank you all. Over to you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. There's one thing we should appreciate in every single Medley meeting is the camaraderie. Did I get it right? Camaraderie. Thank you. Now, I would like to appreciate the first-time role players. First of all, we have Toastmaster Ramya Paramasivan, as we have two earlier, playing the role of Archangel. We also have Toastmaster Raja N, playing the role of Grammarian. Toastmaster Balaji N played the role of Sergeant at Arms for the second time today, but I would like to recognize him today because the last time he did, I forgot to mention him. Now, I would like to make an important announcement. As we've already announced, the contest, the club contest, is going to be held on the 13th of September. We're all aware of that?
No.
The contest chair is Toastmaster Raja Annamalai. And the milestone chair has also been chosen. The milestone chair is Toastmaster Ramya Saravan. Toastmaster Raja Annamalai will be posting the announcement calling for nominations sometime tomorrow. Next, I would like to ask guest Priya, right? Guest Priya to kindly give her feedback on the meeting. Just a few words.
Hello, every Toastmasters. This is my first time. Actually, before coming here, I was just struggling with public speaking. Sometimes my English is also not very fluent manner. So I just want to join some speaking club. So I was searching on Google and first I see this one and I just came here. And after coming here, when you all guys were speaking, then I was just, I don't know, this topic is just given to you before coming here or after coming, I don't know still now. But yeah, I am thinking this, this topic is just randomly given to you. And I was just surprised how people are instantly thinking about it. Yeah, this is very nice and all people are speaking very confidently. So I am also hoping if I will join this, then I will be also like you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Priya. I assure you that not all the topics were given to us beforehand. And I guess many of us have had such an impression when we first came to Toastmasters. We all started somewhere and we would like you to come more often. All the guests, we would like you to come more often so that we can learn and grow together. Now, time for the announcements, for the awards. The best tag role player goes to Art Timer, Toastmaster Raja Annamalai. The best role player goes to Toastmaster Sajeev. I'm sorry we don't have the certificate right now, but we'll give it to him later. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Want another certificate?
Yes, they'll take us.
No, but the name is displayed there.
If they zoom in.
That's okay.
It's okay. Don't zoom in. The best tabletop speaker goes to guest Mridula. He was stuck in the elevator. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Abirami. The best speaker goes to Toastmaster Pradeep. Before I close the meeting, I would like to announce that we have a business meeting, which is for about 10 minutes, where the immediate past president will be presenting the actuals. We have about 10 minutes because we've been told to leave by 5:30. So with this, with the sound of the gavel, I adjourn the meeting.